I'm Pamela Wilson, the Care Navigator. My company supports family caregivers and those seeking care or support when health, memory, physical, or organizational ability changes. We provide support in 5 beneficial categories. 1. Unexpected situations. 2. Ongoing oversight of daily care needs, including household management. 3. Assessments and recommendations. 4. Legal advocacy, serving as guardian, power of attorney, and personal representative. And 5. Care transitions, when living at home may no longer be possible or additional support may be needed. Click on the How We Help page of our website for specific information about these categories of service. I'm Pamela Wilson, the Care Navigator, providing solutions for life's unexpected changes. Are you a caregiver feeling overwhelmed or frustrated because you've taken on too much in providing care for a loved one? Too many tasks, financial support, emotional support. Are you unable to continue to provide the level of support you've been offering? Do you feel your situation is hopeless because of unreasonable demands? Is caregiving having a negative effect on your health, your family, your finances, and your emotions? If yes, it may be time to establish boundaries and have a conversation with your loved one about what you're able and willing to do. If there are other family members involved, it also may be time to include them to determine what's possible. Many well-intentioned caregivers take on more work than is reasonable or practical. Feelings of guilt, a sense of obligation, promises made years ago to not place a family in a care community become impractical today when situations and care levels become demanding. Many caregivers insist they have to do it all, that another person couldn't possibly care more or do as much as they can for a loved one, with all the tasks and details involved. This is a faulty belief held by undereducated caregivers who commonly fall into the trap of doing too much at the expense of their own health and well-being. Some caregivers, including some spouses, want to maintain control over a care situation by not allowing others to help or to visit. This is an unhealthy caregiving situation and may be unintentionally abusive. If you're a caregiver who feels that caregiving is who you are versus what you do, you've reached an unhealthy point in your caregiving relationship. It's time to take a step back and examine your motives for wanting such control over a situation and over a person that you won't accept or seek outside help. Controlling caregiving goes both ways. It's common for the care recipient to want to control the situation or the caregiver, so much that family members fear upsetting or disagreeing with the care recipient, and they avoid talking about important subjects like care costs and planning. This represents another unhealthy situation that happens because of fear about discussing the caregiving situation. The role of a caregiver isn't easy. Caregiving is emotionally demanding work that has the potential to extend for many years. Think about this before you become overly involved. Being a care recipient is also a difficult realization that one can no longer be totally independent without the assistance of others. In both situations, feelings of frustration, anger, guilt, lack of self-esteem, and dignity are common. It's for these reasons that conversations are difficult and delayed, or they never happen. One never knows how the other person will react, and a bad reaction often results in retreat rather than resolution. You've been there. You know what I'm talking about when it comes to difficult conversations. We avoid them at all costs, including costs to our own personal health and well-being. Balance in caregiving situations is critical so that families and relationships aren't permanently destroyed. Caregiving does destroy our health, our well-being, and relationships if we allow the situation to manage us rather than us managing the situation. Sometimes we're so involved in caregiving that we can't see what's happening to ourselves, our life. Others mention concerns, we tell them we're managing okay. Not really. seeing that we're not managing okay and how we've personally changed since caregiving began, it's important to have discussions of care prior to making commitments. It's important to understand options when care needs change and to agree on the next steps. The challenge is that many caregivers aren't well versed in knowing the available care options. This is when a care manager, navigator, or advocate is able to provide beneficial support. The expectation that adult children or any caregiver should be totally responsible for the care of a loved one is faulty. As a society, we frequently hear about the burden of care. Caregiving doesn't have to be burdensome if you participate in a manner that doesn't result in stress or overwhelm. If you're in a situation that's undefined or seems out of control, and you're looking for options and to establish boundaries with a loved one, call me and I'll help. It's easy. There's a contact sheet on this website where you can enter information or simply pick up the phone. I'm Pamela Wilson, the Care Navigator. My company supports family caregivers and those seeking care or support by identifying needs, providing recommendations, and coordinating care. The Care Navigator, providing solutions for life's unexpected changes.